Hey, what's up everyone? This is Royella with KittyBit. Hope you're doing well today. Today we're going to be looking at Code Vein. We're actually going to be going over the valuables exchange system. Most of the NPCs you're going to have the pleasure of their company are going to have an exchange option. You can give them valuables to earn points. Every character has favorites, which we will be going over here in just a few. The big point is they're pretty much their own shop that you can use these points. Once you've traded them items to earn the points, you can use these items to buy various pieces of equipment, upgrade materials, all sorts of stuff from them. You can also get, this is one of the bigger ways to get a lot of emotes, stamps, and phrases for your gestures. Let's see, using Yakumo here as an example, you can see we can get his greatsword, Oni-bane. You can also, basically any character you fight with, you can get their weapon, which is one of the biggest points of exchanging with them. So how do you get the items that they want? Well, your key to that is going to be two main NPCs. One is Davis here, because you're going to need his blood code Hermes. Basically, as long as you keep talking to him, he will give you this blood code pretty quick. Main reason for that is Revenant's Greed. This increases the drop rate for items in the game. This is going to help us get the old world materials we need to buy the items to exchange with everyone. So let's go talk to the NPC that is going to give us these items. You're going to want to go to the missile, and at the missile we will be going down to the old city, or the city ruins. You want Outer Crossroads. This area should be open to you if you've already got access to the bar. Here at Outer Crossroads, you want to talk to Shang. He's usually here. I will warn you though, sometimes he does get attacked by random monsters, so you may end up having to deal with a whole slew of monsters. It's kind of random though. When you go to trade valuables, he'll actually, if you want to go to acquire, you can also sell him valuables you don't need, but I don't really ever see that being much of a thing. So in his shopping list, there's a lot of items here. We're going to go over just the important ones, because since every character gets a varying amount of points per item, some characters love items, other characters hate the exact same item. So they are treated all with the exact same value, meaning one old world material will buy you pretty much any of these items. So there's no point in trying to focus on getting items that get you anywhere between 0 and 4 points with a character, because they're all treated equally. So we're only going to be focusing on the items that get you 5 points with a particular character. So the big items you want to get here are chocolate garlic flakes, they're here somewhere. Sounds absolutely disgusting though. There they are. So chocolate garlic flakes will actually get you 5 points with Coco, Davis, and your shopkeeper, the one that upgrades your gear, Murasame. There are a couple characters that don't join you till later on. I'm gonna not mention them in this part just to keep this as spoiler free as possible. However, in the description I am going to list all the characters that you can give items to, as well as their 5-point items. So if you are interested in the full list, check the description. Just keep in mind there are characters that join you later on in that list. So, but for the main characters that everyone's gonna know about from the get-go, like I said, chocolate garlic flakes are 5 points with Coco, Davis, or Murasame. For Io, you want to get the local Pennants. And for Luis, you want to get the yellowed books. For Yakumo, he's pretty easy. He's actually got a couple items here. You can get the aged Brandy. You can also get the boutique sake. And that should be it for the main characters. Like I said, there are a couple more characters that you can get items for, but they'll be in the description. Now, as far as farming the old world materials, almost any monster in the game can actually drop them. The key to farming them is really just going to be throw on Revenant's Greed and kill. Just kill as much as you can. However, I've noticed the larger enemies with greater weapons, large weapons, bigger enemies, more dangerous enemies, the ones with the shields, They tend to drop old world materials more often. However, I have noticed a slightly, in my experience at least, a slightly higher drop rate of old world materials in the depths in the third dungeon you get access to, which is the Town of Sacrifice. To get that one, if you go to the dried up trenches, the decayed ship interior, which is the second teleport, is actually where the map for the Town of Sacrifice is located. This is pretty early on in the game. You can probably get to this point within your first hour or two. So once you get to this point, you're pretty much just gonna teleport here. Once you're here, you go up a ladder, and there's gonna be a dead guard on the right, and he will have the map for you. I'll show you here in just 1 second. So as soon as you get here, there's a ladder. You just come straight up the ladder. And this guy right here should have the map for the Town of Sacrifice. Alright, so now we're back here at the headquarters. A few tips for the depths. What I would recommend is build yourself a nice stamina-friendly build. That way you can sprint around the depths and kill monsters faster. Always faster is better, more efficient at farming anything. Be sure that you've got the Revenant's Greed. And as you can see here, I've already bought the oni-bane. I've got the Enduring Crimson from Louis. I've been getting a couple of their emotes and such as well. You can farm up their stuff and get their items pretty fast like this. Like I said, just get those 5-point items, give them to them. Oh, and one more tip for in the depths, when you go up against bosses, as long as you can handle the boss pretty easily, be sure to just go straight for the boss. If they have minions, don't bother with the minions. As soon as you kill the boss, the minions will die, and they drop items even if they die in that manner. So outside of that, for farming these old world materials, I've been going all over the game, and it just seems like the Town of Sacrifice is the best spot in my experience so far. However, you will get them from just about any enemy. Like I said, bigger enemies are better. You'll also find them in some treasure chests. You'll get them from some bosses. So if you're wanting to just farm, and it could just be better to move through the game and progress normally as you are right now. That way you don't get burnt out on the game early on, go through the story. Just have fun with it. You know, you will get these items. As long as you trade for only the 5-point items, you'll get everything you want pretty quickly. The other thing is there will be some items you find out in the world that are valuables that Shang does not sell. I will also include in the list if any of those items are 5-pointers. I'll just have a list of all the characters and their 5-point items. Outside of that, hope this helped you out, guys. If you are new to the channel, likes and subs are appreciated but not required. What we do ask for around here is that you consider, if it's within your means, adopting or rescuing an animal. ASPCA.org, petfinder.com. You can also Google local animal rescue and adoption options. If you can't bring one home with you due to allergies, living conditions, what have you, then you can also consider donating your time, money, items such as blankets, clothing, food to charitable organizations near you or shelters. So if you got love to give, there's plenty of ways to give it and plenty of ways to show it. And unfortunately, there's plenty of animals out there who could use that love. And speaking of love, I love you guys, and I will see you next time. Have fun with Code Vein. Remember, buy your fun, not your fam. Adopt, don't shop. We'll see you next time.